top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie. Now Taylor on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup there. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a man who played at Centennial High here in Las Vegas, Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is Taylor.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, it's Stevenson.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They will run the draw with Jacobs. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Taylor.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Taylor.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Carr going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juwan Bentley.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Raiders at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now a give up the middle. This is White. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st down, it's Taylor.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Carr to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Carr. On the move to his left. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
He'll get this underneath to Stevenson, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw again is Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll find Metcalf. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin out in Houston.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Carr. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. To throw his Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught here by Adams.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
Targets Metcalf along the sideline.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Carr now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Now Carr. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because You don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Taylor now off the bootleg. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Carr now on first down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. To throw again on second down. Carr. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Taylor. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Running left is Stevenson.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They run once more with Stevenson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Taylor will throw.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
And Folk's kick is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Here's Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here's Taylor.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Carr going to throw.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Taylor. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A game that
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Taylor hit. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. The big fella. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Taylor to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Burgess. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Taylor. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Completes this one to Thornton. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Taylor after the pick six.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Taylor completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the draw is Stevenson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Taylor.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro. Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? And then what they know the info for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my inflow. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot. Cause they not my cause we worry about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons, the kings, the gods, the gods. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles you need to grow. I've been rushing mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the throne. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the. My squad superior, ain't none of